Hi, everyone. Jennifer and I are back together again.
Hi.
So we are doing a little recap of 2025. We wanted to kind of share what we've experienced throughout this process, and because this is all new to us as well. So a reminder of why we started this YouTube live series is we have felt like we had such a wealth of knowledge within our staff, our programs. And so we really wanted to share that with people that are not able to come in and get that from us directly. And so, yeah, that was why we started this. That's why we felt like it was important. It was a voice that needed to be heard. But we wanted to kind of reflect back on the year.
Yeah.
Jennifer and I don't host together.
No.
Very few times we'll host together. And so, yeah, I wanted to see what was 2025 like for you.
I mean, I can't believe it's been a year.
I know. It's
I-
December already.
yeah.
By the time this airs,
Yeah.
it will be December.
I mean, I was, I was excited when we first started,
Mhm.
but then I was also a little concerned, like, can we really pull this off?
Mhm.
Twice a month.
Mhm.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
But here we are.
Yeah.
We did it. We made it, So I'm like very proud of us.
Yeah, I mean, it may seem like, oh, they just come on and they just talk. But there's actually a lot of planning that goes into it. We have to find the people that are going to speak, which in an
Right.
organization with a lot of introverts, that's more difficult than you might think.
I know. We need to hire more extroverts.
if you're looking for a job.
Yes. And you're an extrovert. I
Feel
think I
free.
might put a job posting on the preference. I'm gonna be like extrovert preferred. But I mean, I think everyone who came on kind of felt the same way, I think, when we first started of this kind of like, can we really do it? Do we really are we the right people to do it? Kind of the thing. But then I think once everyone got on, all of our staff, like, I mean, they are experts in these fields, and they, I think, got really comfortable quickly, and they did a great job, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, for people that are not used to, may not be used to speaking in either like a live, because I think that live portion is the scary part, right?
Yes.
If you're recording, like there's always, you have the option of stopping and re-recording.
Right.
But in a live, you're whatever's going out is going out, basically.
Yeah.
So I think in that part we did pretty well.
I know.
I like to think.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's one way I always tell staff who come on, and I tell myself is no one's gonna watch this. It's gonna be our like two really consistent viewers, which we know you, Summer and Sue Park.
Yes, I think that's been. I think seeing those consistent subscribers coming on and commenting and just saying hi, that really helped us feel like, oh, there is someone that looks forward to seeing us every 2 weeks. So it's like, oh wow. That's very interesting.
Yeah, no, that's really nice. Like, I think that's something just along the lines of like, some of our individual donors that consistently donate to us. I think the viewers who were always on our channel, like on our live and giving us comments and just interacting with us, like it's a reminder that like we're doing something that's positive for the community. And then some, people do believe in the work we do. They do believe in the mission of KFAM. And so it was so encouraging, I think, to see the consistent folks every time we go live.
And, we have seen the subscriber numbers going up. It's very slow, but we understand our content is not for everyone. It's very we're broad in some of the, in one sense, because we don't talk about one specific thing.
Right.
But all those topics might not relate to everyone. And so we're so thankful for those people that have decided to subscribe and, check out what we have to say. And so we're very appreciative. Thank you so much. We hope that if one person could get something out of it, and it helps them,
Mhm.
like, that's the whole point of this,
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, there's so many I think another reason why we decided to do this content is because there's so many misinformation out
Mm.
there.
Mhm.
And although YouTube is so readily accessible, it also doesn't filter, right?
Mhm.
It's not going to sit there and filter out things that might not be right,
Right.
right? And so we wanted to put out a content that is accurate and it's based on facts and and it's something that people can trust. And so I think
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So, what would you say was the hardest part for you?
Hardest part?
I
Um
will say Jennifer has done the bulk of the hosting, duties, which I appreciate, but there's a reason behind that is because we do notice that our Korean videos do better, and so we recognize that, oh, there's probably more interest in those topics in Korean. So,
right.
um, we will change that next year, but yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know if that felt
Yeah,
difficult for you.
it was. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I don't mind it. Like I this is a very, very different from my day to day.
Mhm.
Like this is definitely not the typical job description as a deputy director. And so it's a very welcomed project for me. But it was a lot because we do a lot of planning. Like we
Mhm.
meet beforehand, we're working on script, we're coming up with the topics itself. Because some of these topics are so broad. Like if some for those of you who watch like our sessions with Patricia, our
Mhm.
attorney.
Yeah.
She talks about like all her contents are like 4 nights, 5 days content. Like really, each content
Right.
could be that, right?
Right.
And so like having to narrow it down, like those are a lot of time and effort, I think going into it. So it does, it has been challenging,
Mhm.
but I mean, at the same time, I think just talking with staff and discussing topics was fun too. So yeah.
Yeah, I think for me, the hardest part was, we are not a professional
Mm,
YouTube uh channel by any means.
mm.
We do this with the equipment that we have, with the staff that we have available. And so we definitely want it to be, as professional as possible, but again, just a reminder, we are not a professional YouTube company. This is not what we do as our 9 to 5, and so just having a little grace with that, and I think us also reminding ourselves that we are not professional YouTube
Yes.
people, right?
Yes.
This is not what I wanna do. I'll be honest, this is like, yeah, I don't I don't wanna do this, but yeah, I do it for you
Right.
guys.
Yes. Yes. I mean, I think if I told Shayna that I'll do both
Yeah.
languages, she'd be like, "Sure, go ahead."
Yeah, I would gladly I would gladly
Which
give
I
that
would
up.
never offer. I will say there were some times I said, "Oh, this content needs to be in English."
Yeah.
Just so I can get a break. I said, "Nah, I really think this content needs to be in English."
And so I think you might have kind of felt that in some of our speakers as well. They're not professional speakers. They're our staff people that, have things to share. But again, it may not come off as like they're not these crazy, like, yeah,
Charismatic, right.
So just keeping that in mind.
Yeah, yeah.
um,
What were some of the fun behind the scenes? Speaking of that we're
right,
not professional
right.
YouTubers.
So I will say my favorite episode is the women's talk.
Mm,
That was my
that was
my
fun.
favorite one, where we actually kind of got to know our staff on a different level. The funniest one though, this is a little bit behind the scenes, was Catherine and I did a slight cooking episode where we were making tteokgalbi. I mean, not a lot of people watch that, so you may not know.
Now they're gonna go watch
Yeah,
it.
which
You guys
is
are gonna go
no,
watch
it's
it
just fine.
now.
You don't have to watch it, but so as we're making this tteokgalbi, um, we're cooking this raw meat, right? We're cooking raw pork with uh, it's
Is it
beef.
tubu?
No,
Was
it
it
was, I
just
think it
beef?
was beef and pork
Oh,
that
okay.
we mixed, and we were cooking it, and I did a taste test, and as soon as I, bit into it, I realized this was undercooked. I tried to stay as composed as possible. I don't know if anyone noticed it in my face, but I was like, "Oh, I am eating undercooked pork."
Didn't Catherine cook it and, like, gave it to you
Yeah.
to eat it?
Yeah.
Okay, now we need to know.
And
Did she do
so
that on purpose?
I know she didn't do it on purpose because, and I was like, well, I'm not going down alone. So I was like, Catherine, you should try it too. So yeah, I think that was probably the funniest behind the scenes for me.
Yeah,
But
I remember that one. As soon as they were done, Shayna, like, Catherine just made me eat raw meat.
I seriously thought I was gonna get food poisoning because I was like, am I gonna be okay? Like
Yeah.
I just ate.
Because I think you might have had to put did you put raw egg? Because sometimes when you have to make the patty, you use something that's
Now
make it
I'd
stick
have to go
together.
and watch it back, but I don't think we used
Oh,
raw
okay.
egg. I don't
Okay.
think so. Yeah, it was just the raw beef and raw pork.
Gosh.
I mean, that was enough raw
Yeah.
food for me, but
Oh man. So so not my favorite one, but like the episode that made me sweat the most and like panic is we have the wireless mic, right?
yeah.
I don't know what I was thinking, but it was on already. Hannah gave it to me, like turned on, but I pushed something,
Yeah.
thinking it wasn't on, but then I basically turned it off,
Mhm.
and then it wouldn't turn back on.
Yeah.
And this was 10 minutes before
Yeah.
we're about to go live.
I remember because Hannah came running into the room like, I need a cord. I need a cord. I'm like, what is going on? Aren't you supposed to go live right now? It's just, I need a cord. Jennifer turned off the mic. And I was just like, okay. I mean, luckily they found the cord and they were able to turn
No,
it on.
we had to use this one.
No, that was when the mics couldn't charge.
Oh, okay. Oh, there was two. There was two. This is how traumatic it was. I forgot the other one. They all became one.
Yeah.
But
So
okay.
I don't know if you watched that episode. There was one episode normally when we're in upstairs filming upstairs, we use the, wireless mics attached to our clothing. But you might have seen an episode where Jennifer and I think it was Minnie were using these mics.
Yeah.
And so that was the reason why, is because the wireless mics would not charge. And so they had to use these mics.
Yeah.
So
again, all to say, we're not professional, so we don't have professional equipment. We just buy the nicest thing on Amazon that's cheapest in our budget. So that's what happened.
Yeah. And we're still learning all this stuff too.
Yeah.
And we'll have sound issues.
Yeah. I mean that episode, so that was the challenge.
Yeah.
Right? Is because
every time you turned away.
We turned away.
Yeah.
It would, wouldn't capture the sound. And which is sad because actually I really liked that topic. It was about Batterer's program and working with perpetrators of domestic violence. And that was a topic I really wanted to do personally, and kind of roped Minnie to do it, even though she didn't want to, it's a sensitive topic.
Yeah.
And so she didn't really want to do it, but I was like, no, like we really need to talk about this. And then we had the mic issue where I'm sure for listeners, it had to be annoying.
Yeah,
it was just,
I guess I never realized how important sound is until we had those issues, because you just think, well, there's still a mic, so how bad could it be? But yeah, it was
it was pretty bad.
It was a little bit disconcerting, because the sound kept going in and out, and so yeah, and we had a lot of Wi-Fi issues this year. Our camera issues sometimes, and so bear with us. I'm sure we hope to always do better.
I mean, one day maybe we'll get enough funding. Have a nice studio.
Yeah. I mean, all this furniture, we lug it in. We have to lug it in. We have to set this up. So yeah. But we felt like it was something that was needed to share. So that's why we did it.
I know. That was crazy. And I can't believe I still can't believe it's 2 incidents with the mic.
I know.
I thought it was one.
No,
But
I remember.
anyways.
But yeah, it's kind of talking about like behind the scenes. We have a team of people behind us that you don't see.
Yes.
You only see, us and whoever's speaking, but we have our development coordinator, Yana, who's working the chat. And so be kind to her. She does her best. And then we have Hannah, our community relations coordinator, who runs all the audio and video and all that stuff. So yeah, we definitely appreciate everyone's efforts to making this happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any other favorite episode?
I didn't do that much, so
Okay, fine. As a listener.
as a listener, I will say, I I felt that I learned the most,
Mhm.
during Patty's or Patricia's,
Mm.
episodes because, that's just things that I'm not dealing with on a daily basis, so I was like, "Oh," and, she's just a fun person to, like, listen to, so, yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely like Patty's episodes, yeah.
Yeah. The immigration law
Yeah,
and family law. Yeah. I liked doing the ones with her.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. What other topic ones? Um, I don't know. I think Minnie's was seriously the most memorable for various
Yeah.
reasons.
Both
Trying to
good and
think.
bad?
Both good and bad.
Yeah.
But I know. I liked the topic about that we did with our intern, Melody,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
about helping parents help their children when they get rejected.
Mhm.
Right. Like that was a topic that I think really came out very organically. It
Mhm.
came from like it only came up because of Melody and where she is in her life.
Mm.
Like the age she's at or the life stage she's at.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, only somebody who just kind of went through that
Right.
system would be the one to really think about that, right? And so um that was a very memorable topic for me too.
Yeah, and I think we did the adoption awareness, talk.
Right.
I think I enjoy those videos where I'm learning something
Mhm.
about a perspective that I didn't know about before, and that's
Yeah.
probably why I like Patricia's, I like these women talks, I like the adoption awareness,
Mhm.
I like those kind of things, yeah.
Yeah, and those are more, like, personable, like,
Mhm.
there was a lot more personal stories,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
So, I mean, for next year, we are still planning on continuing with this.
Mhm.
We hope to make it even better. We'll do our best. But you know, we do definitely have some topics that we
Mhm.
are thinking about doing already,
Mhm.
but we are always open to
Yes.
hearing about what you guys want to hear about.
Yeah.
We have a lot of mental health therapists, we have the domestic violence advocates, we have adoption and foster care, we have our child and adult wellness program. And so there's a lot of different topics that we could cover. Doesn't have to be with about those things because I mean mental health could be anything,
Right.
right? It could be relational, familial, like
Mhm.
any of that
Mhm.
stuff. Even like GBV, it's like if you're, a victim of violence, that could be any kind of like, are you a victim of being a bully or, like any of
Right.
that stuff is really open. So we'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment about what kind of topics that you want us to talk about.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think I hope we hear from more English audience
I
and
I think that's selfish.
subscribers. I don't well, I will not say there's no ulterior motive behind that, but, if there is topics that because I think it's true, like, depending on which
Mhm.
culture you're kinda more engrossed in, I think the topic of interest is it can be a little different, right? So, um it would be great because I do want because we do like in reality, yes, majority of our clients are monolingual Korean speakers, but a good number of them are English speaking
Mhm.
second generation Korean Americans, right?
Yeah.
And so we still want to provide the same quality of information to them. So um yeah, if there's any topics that really are more relevant for that Korean American population, I mean, please
Mhm.
let us know. We'd be more than happy to. cover those topics. We do have staff who speak English and actually prefer English more than Korean, right? And so,
Mhm.
um, that yeah, we can cover it all, right?
Yeah, and I think definitely for next year, we are planning on doing we'll still do the 2 episodes a month, but we'll definitely, make it more structured in that it will be 1 Korean, 1 English. I hope you're happy.
Yay.
So, if you're only interested in one language opposed to the
Mhm.
other, just so you know, going forward, that's probably what we're gonna be doing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. How about, KFAM as a whole? How was
How was
2025?
2025? Oh my goodness. I don't know. How much can I say? Let me put my HR cap on.
I mean, like,
Filter through what I can and cannot say.
the beginning of 2025 felt so slow,
Oh,
but now we're already in December. I was
I
like, "Where
mean,
did the year go?"
well, we gotta clarify the slow
Okay.
because we started this year with LA Fire.
Right.
So, I mean, for me, in my position, January is supposed to be the quietest month
Mhm.
of the year. It was, like, literally 1 week into it, it was
Right.
chaos, right? Because not only our community was impacted, our staff was
Mhm.
impacted too, and so, um, yeah, we just kind of and then it's just, it's been a very, year
Interesting
with,
year.
up and down, a lot of up and down,
Yeah.
and, we're just trying to really I think it helped us to even focus more on why we exist.
Mm.
I think it was a year to really despite all the ups and downs and the changes, like, sticking to the core of who we are and our mission and who we serve and not wavering from that. I think
Mhm.
that was actually it was good. It was
Mm.
good to reflect on that, and yeah, I wanna say, it circumstances and environmentally, KFAM has it's been crazy, but I think KFAM has been stable in
Mm.
what we do and how we are able to do it. Um, I think our community, has continued to support KFAM and take an interest in the things we do. I think every time we do community events or seminars, more and more people are joining. Like we
Mhm.
always talk about the pre-pandemic days when we would do seminars on the weekends and like we would fill
Mhm.
up this large conference room with 40, 50 people. And we hope we get there one day, but we're not there yet quite.
Mhm.
Because I think people are still getting used to coming out to things. But, it's getting there. And so yeah, that's I think
Yeah.
as a whole,
Yeah.
KFAM as a
I
whole.
think for me, what I've noticed in 2025 was definitely like we have seen a significant drop in individual donors. That is something that
Mm.
I've realized starting in a little bit in 2024, but it was a very drastic drop in 2025, which is understandably so with what the economy is like right now, with what everyone's going through. So
Mhm.
that's very understandable. Um, but what I have seen on the flip side is that we've seen a lot of businesses and corporations wanting to give back. And so
Mm.
that has been amazing to see, and people wanting to give back in different ways. And so I think that spirit of giving is still there. It just looks different.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think that's been interesting to see on my side of what I do as far as like donor relations and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think our staff have really done a good job this year riding out the
Mhm.
year and continuing to do the hard work they do. And we exist because we're part of the community too.
Mhm.
And so I know it wasn't always easiest for our staff either, because they are experiencing some of these changes
Mhm.
for themselves personally too. But I'm always appreciative that they are able to kind of see beyond themselves. Right? Like when they're here, I know that they're not here to like they don't think about themselves in a
Mm.
sense, right? Like they're really fully here for our clients. And so um we have some amazing people here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I
Okay.
mean, in a nutshell, we kind of just want to do a little recap of what happened in 2025, what we were
Mhm.
going through.
Mhm.
I mean, you've been with us
Yeah.
through this journey, so we hope that you'll continue on, watching, supporting, press that like button,
Yes.
subscribe. Yeah. So, uh, we just wanted to wish everyone a happy
Happy
holidays,
holidays. Happy New
happy New
Year.
Year, and we'll see you back in 2026.
Mm. Bye
Bye
from
from KFAM.
KFAM.
Happy holidays!